Chosen one, listen closely, because what I'm about to say isn't reaching you by accident. Your spirit was pulled here for a reason far greater than you realize. Last night, while you were sleeping, while your mind was still and your heart was tired, God whispered your name. Not out of routine, not out of obligation, but with intention, with purpose, with a divine tenderness that only heaven can hold. And when God whispers a name, it's because something in the spiritual realm has shifted. Something about your future has been decided. Something that was once blocked has now been opened. You may feel like nothing around you is changing, but the atmosphere over your life has already moved. God didn't call your name because of your mistakes or your struggles. He called your name because of your heart, because of your endurance, because of the battles you kept fighting, even when no one saw you breaking. He whispered your name because he saw the nights you cried quietly, the days you pushed yourself forward despite feeling drained, the moments you prayed when you had no strength left, the pain you endured in silence, and the loyalty you kept even when life tested you. Heaven saw it all. And last night, God said your name with a sense of decision, a sense of direction, a sense of destiny. Something about your story is being rewritten. Something about your path is being realigned. Something about your future is being restored. You have felt forgotten, overlooked, delayed, and misunderstood. But none of those emotions reflect what God is doing behind the scenes. The whisper of your name was a heavenly signal that your season of being hidden is ending. What was stagnant is about to move. What was uncertain is about to clear. What was difficult is about to shift. God whispered your name because it's your time now, your time for clarity. Your time for healing, your time for breakthrough, your time for divine favor to find you. Chosen one, this is the moment where heaven leans in and your entire story begins to change. Chosen one, when God whispered your name last night, it wasn't just a moment, it was a recognition of everything you've carried, everything you've survived, and everything you've become beneath the surface where no one else was watching. God saw the depth of your heart long before anyone else ever valued it. He saw the purity of your intentions when others misunderstood you. He saw your loyalty when people took advantage of it. He saw your silent battles, the ones you never spoke about, the ones you disguised behind a smile, the ones that made you stronger even as they broke pieces of you. God saw the faith you held on to, even when life pushed you to the point of questioning everything. He saw the nights you whispered prayers through tears, asking for guidance, clarity, or just enough strength to make it through the next day. He saw the moments you helped others, even when you were hurting yourself. He saw how you stayed kind in a world that tried to harden you. He saw how you kept choosing light even in the darkest seasons of your life. And because of all this, God saw something inside you that you haven't fully seen in yourself, yet your resilience, your depth, your spiritual maturity, your capacity to love, your ability to rise. Your hidden strength that keeps awakening every time life tries to destroy you. God saw the details of your heart that you thought no one noticed, the dreams you were afraid to admit, the potential you weren't sure you could reach, the calling you felt but couldn't explain, the destiny that tugged at your spirit even when your circumstances told you otherwise. Heaven saw your growth, your endurance, your transformation, and your willingness to keep moving, even when life gave you every reason to stop. And that is why God whispered your name. Not because of what you lost, but because of what you're about to gain. Not because of your pain, but because of your purpose. Not because you're broken, but because you're chosen. You see, God doesn't whisper names by accident. He whispers names that are ready to step into a higher level of calling. Names that have proven their faith in seasons of silence. Names that have been purified through hardship. Names that have remained humble in moments of disappointment. Names that have shown strength even when surrounded by weakness. God whispered your name because you have reached a spiritual threshold. The version of you today is no longer the version who struggled through those painful chapters. You've grown, you've awakened, you've elevated internally. And before God releases new blessings, He always checks the heart. Last night, when He whispered your name, it was His way of acknowledging that your heart is ready to receive what once would have overwhelmed you. Ready to step into what once would have scared you. Ready to embrace what once felt impossible. God saw the goodness inside you that the world failed to honor. He saw the intentions behind your actions, the sincerity behind your efforts, and the compassion behind your choices. While others judged you for your emotions, God praised you for your depth. While others overlooked your kindness, God treasured your spirit. While others walked away, God drew nearer. And now, because He saw what no one else did, He has decided something powerful about your future. The whisper of your name was not a reminder of where you've been, it was a declaration of where you're going. Chosen one, when God whispered your name last night, He didn't just acknowledge your struggle, He made a decision about your future that is going to unfold in ways you never imagined. Ways that will make every setback make sense. Every delay feel intentional, and every heartbreak reveal its purpose. God decided that the season of suffering you endured is ending, and the season of rising is beginning. He decided that the doors that once refused to open will now swing wide with ease. He decided that the blessings that were delayed, tangled, or blocked are now being released in your favor. He decided that the battles that once drained your strength will no longer have access to your spirit. God whispered your name because He has chosen to elevate you, to promote you, to restore everything that was lost, and to guide you into the chapter you were always meant to live. This wasn't a small decision, it was a heavenly shift in your destiny. For so long, you felt stuck in a cycle of waiting, wondering, and questioning whether God even heard your prayers. But last night, heaven made its move. God decided it was time for your story to change. He decided to rewrite the narrative that life tried to force on you. He decided that the generational battles you carried end with you. He decided that your name will be associated with breakthrough, not breakdown. With purpose, not pain. With victory, not exhaustion. God chose to place His hand on your future in a way that will leave you humbled, speechless, and deeply aware that only divine intervention could have orchestrated what is coming next. This decision was not just about blessing you, it was about positioning you. God decided to reposition you into environments where your gifts will be seen and celebrated, not ignored. He decided to remove you from circles that drained you, relationships that used you, and spaces that dimmed your light. He decided to shift your path so that you are no longer surrounded by people who misunderstand your calling. Instead, He's aligning you with people who respect your spirit, honor your growth, and support your destiny. This decision is not accidental, it is intentional, precise, and deeply connected to the prayers you thought God overlooked, but He treasured all along. He also decided to restore what was taken from you. The years you lost to stress, the moments you lost to fear, the relationships that fell apart, the opportunities that slipped away. God is not just returning them. He is returning them in better form. When God decides restoration, it is never a replacement, it is an upgrade. What is coming will be richer, deeper, more aligned, and more fulfilling than anything you once cried over. The future God has chosen for you is bigger than the pain you endured to reach it. But perhaps the most powerful decision God made last night was this. He decided to awaken the version of you that was always meant to emerge. The version that is confident in purpose. The version that is strengthened by faith. The version that no longer fears change but embraces it. The version that leads with wisdom, not worry. The version that sees themselves the way God sees them, chosen, capable, worthy, and destined. He decided it's time for that version of you to step forward. This is why you felt a shift inside you recently. This is why your spirit has been stirring, why your thoughts have been changing, why your intuition has been louder. Heaven has already updated your future, and your soul can feel it. God decided last night that the storm you went through will now become the testimony that lifts others. He decided that your pain will turn into purpose, your waiting will turn into blessing, your confusion will turn into clarity, and your wilderness will turn into a promised land. When God whispered your name, it wasn't just a gentle calling, it was a divine verdict, a spiritual decree, a heavenly confirmation that your life is about to accelerate, elevate, and transform in a way that only God could design. The decision has already been made. Now your only job is to step into what heaven has prepared for you. Chosen one, now that God has spoken your name and made a divine decision about your future, the evidence of this shift will begin to reveal itself in ways that may seem subtle at first, but will grow impossible to ignore. When heaven moves, the natural world begins to respond. Your spirit begins to sense it before your eyes can see it. The first sign you'll notice is a deep, unexplainable peace settling over you. Peace that makes no logical sense. Peace that doesn't match your circumstances. Peace that feels like a quiet spiritual confirmation that something has already changed in your favor. This peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of God. It is the atmosphere of a future blessing beginning to surround your present moment. Another sign is the shift in your discernment. Suddenly, things you once tolerated will start irritating your spirit. People who were once close will begin to reveal their true intentions. Situations you clung to will start falling apart without effort. This isn't chaos, it is alignment. God is clearing your path, removing what cannot accompany you into your next chapter. You may find yourself losing interest in old habits, old environments, or old conversations. You may feel disconnected from anything that no longer matches the version of you God is awakening. This spiritual detachment is evidence that your calling is pulling you forward. Doors will begin to open quietly at first, then more boldly. Opportunities will appear that you didn't chase. Connections will form without your effort, and pathways you once thought were blocked will suddenly become accessible. When God decides a breakthrough, the world must rearrange itself to deliver it. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. Things will begin to flow. Divine timing removes struggle because what is meant for you recognizes you on sight. It comes toward you naturally. You will also notice people entering your life who feel different, people who support your growth, encourage your healing, respect your boundaries, and align with your spirit. These people are destiny connections, sent by God to walk with you into your next season. Their presence will bring comfort, inspiration, and clarity, not confusion or chaos. At the same time, expect some relationships to dissolve. Not because you did anything wrong, but because elevation requires separation. God is repositioning you, and not everyone can go where you're going. Another powerful sign is the increase in spiritual attacks. When your breakthrough is near, the enemy tries to distract you, discourage you, or tempt you back into old patterns. But instead of breaking you, these attacks will reveal how much you've grown. You'll notice that things which once hurt you deeply no longer affect you the same way. Your reactions will change. Your wisdom will increase. Your strength will become undeniable. This is evidence that you're shifting from survival to authority. You'll also begin to experience unexpected blessings, small things at first, like answered prayers you forgot about, unexpected support, financial surprises, or moments of favor that defy logic. These blessings are heaven's breadcrumbs leading you toward the bigger breakthrough. They are signs that the spiritual decree spoken over you is taking form in the physical world. Your dreams may become more vivid. Your intuition may sharpen. You may feel more guided, more aware, more connected. This is because your spirit is syncing with God's plan. When God whispers your name, He also aligns your inner world to prepare for the outer transformation. Most importantly, you'll feel a shift in how you see yourself. You will begin to recognize your worth, your calling, your purpose. You'll feel a renewed sense of motivation, a quiet confidence that wasn't there before. You'll feel yourself stepping into a higher version of who you were created to be. Chosen one, these signs are not random. They are the unfolding evidence that God's decision about your future is already set in motion. Heaven has spoken. Your path is clearing. Your spirit is rising. The proof of your breakthrough is showing up right now, one sign at a time. Chosen one. Now we have reached the final and most powerful part of this message. The part where everything God whispered about you begins to make sense. The part where the pieces that once felt scattered finally come together. This is where you understand why God waited, why He hid certain things from you, why He removed certain people, why He closed certain doors, and why He whispered your name at this exact moment in your life. The truth is, God has been preparing you for a season that requires a stronger, wiser, more spiritually awakened version of yourself. And that preparation could not happen without the experiences you lived through. Every delay, every setback, every lonely night, every silent battle, every unanswered prayer was not punishment. It was positioning. God was stretching your faith, sharpening your discernment, protecting your future, and building a foundation inside you that cannot be shaken by circumstances or people. You thought you were being broken, but you were being built. You thought you were being forgotten, but you were being preserved. You thought life was moving backward, but God was aligning everything forward. Your breakthrough was never denied. It was divinely timed. Had it come earlier, you would have trusted the wrong people with it. You would have shared it with those who couldn't celebrate you. You would have stepped into blessings without the maturity to carry them. You would have walked into rooms unprepared for the weight of your calling. God whispered your name only when heaven knew you were ready to receive what He's been saving for you. This next chapter of your life requires spiritual clarity, emotional strength, and divine awareness. And now you're stepping into all three. You are not who you used to be. You don't think the same. You don't respond the same. You don't tolerate what you once tolerated. And you don't seek validation the way you once did. That transformation wasn't random, it was required. Now, your assignment becomes clear. You are to walk into this new season with faith, not fear. You are to release what tried to break you and embrace what is trying to bless you. God is going to elevate you in ways that feel supernatural, but elevation requires participation. This means you must listen when God nudges you, move when He leads you, and let go when He releases something from your hands. You must trust timing, trust alignment, trust your inner voice, and trust that what is coming is far greater than anything you've lost. For too long, you've lived in survival mode. Now God is shifting you into purpose mode. You're done begging for clarity. You're done fighting for relationships that drain you. You're done carrying emotional burdens that were never yours. You're done shrinking yourself to make others comfortable. You're done doubting your worth, your gift, and your calling. This is your rise. God whispered your name because He's about to reveal you. Not to the world all at once, but to the right people at the right time. He's sending opportunities tailored for your spirit. He's opening doors no one can shut. He's bringing connections with divine purpose. He's releasing blessings that restore everything you lost and more. This is the season where your spirit begins to glow differently, where people look at you and can't explain the shift, but they feel it. This is where your presence starts carrying peace, where your words gain authority, where your energy becomes magnetic, where your strength becomes visible, and where your purpose becomes undeniable. You won't have to announce anything. Your breakthrough will do the talking. God will make it obvious that His hand is on you. But chosen one, understand this. Stepping into a divine season also means you must guard your spirit. You must protect your peace like it's treasure. You must stay close to God, close to your intuition, and close to the path He is revealing. Don't be distracted by noise. Don't be deceived by old patterns disguised as comfort. Don't let fear convince you that you're not ready. Don't let doubt trick you out of what God has prepared. You have come too far, survived too much, grown too deeply to turn back now. This next chapter is your reward for not giving up. God whispered your name because He is releasing a future that reflects the strength of your journey. A future where you are no longer overlooked but seen. No longer drained but replenished. No longer wandering but guided. No longer broken but whole. No longer questioning but knowing. No longer carrying pain but carrying purpose. This is the season where everything you prayed for begins to align, not instantly, but undeniably. Step forward with confidence, chosen one. Step forward with faith. Step forward with your head lifted and your spirit steady. Heaven has declared your time. God has spoken your name. And nothing in this world, not fear, not doubt, not opposition, can stop what He has decided about your future. This is your divine turning point. Your life is about to unfold in ways that will leave you speechless. Your breakthrough is not coming, it has already begun.